Mr. Payne, we've been trying to get in touch with you. Jennifer Kowaleski with Denver 7.
Denver 7 Investigates has uncovered violations of victims' rights for months. And breaking tonight, the Southern Colorado District Attorney at the center of it all is resigning.
A single pregnant woman was hoping to get her car fixed.
So he's checking underneath the hood, trying to figure out what's going on.
After she gave him money, he went silent.
Every day since then, I continuously text him over and over and over again.
Now she's out her money and still has a car that needs fixing. How you can help.
Plus, a 4-year construction project is nearing its end. We prepare you for one of the final closures of the Central 70 project.
And a little boy gets to live out his dream just hours after finishing up radiation treatment.
We begin tonight at 6 with breaking news out of Southern Colorado. San Luis Valley District Attorney Alonzo Payne is resigning. Glad you're with us tonight at 6. I'm Shannon Ogden.
I'm Ann Trujillo. And this is a story Denver 7 investigator Jennifer Kowaleski has been following for months now. And she joins us live in the newsroom. And Jen, Attorney General Phil Weiser will take over the DA's office there for now.
That's right, Ann. I just got off the phone with the Alamosa City manager about an hour ago. She says this was the best decision DA Payne could have made, and it is saving taxpayers a lot of money. I also spoke with several victims who were relieved to know that Attorney General Phil Weiser is taking over their cases.
I ran on changing the criminal legal system. I ran on emptying the jails. I intend to do it, and I'm doing it.
That was now former District Attorney Alonzo Payne back in May. He was unapologetic about his controversial take on criminal justice reform and challenged city leaders for using taxpayer dollars to launch a recall effort.
And I understand their perspective, but I do not agree with their approach to it either. And they are not the district attorney, I am.
2 months later, following a series of Denver 7 investigations, Payne sent this letter to Governor Jared Polis earlier today. A source familiar with the matter provided it to Denver 7 Investigates. In announcing his resignation, Payne wrote, "It is apparent to me that the elite of the San Luis Valley and the judicial activists amongst us do not want to see criminal justice reform enacted." Payne's letter came 24 hours after Colorado's Attorney General found that the DA of the San Luis Valley violated victims' rights multiple times.
We've never gotten to this point before.
The Attorney General is right. We've been very busy, and there have been some things that we have missed with victims' rights.
Attorney General Phil Weiser released a statement tonight on what he expects out of a new district attorney. He says, quote, "Our focus has been to ensure that the DA's office in the 12th Judicial District complies with the law and treats crime victims with respect and dignity. Our action required DA Payne to do just that. Even with a new district attorney, those requirements will continue to apply." Right now, there is no timeline on when that position will be filled. Shannon?
All right, Jennifer, making quick work of this breaking news. Thank you very much. And Jen has done extensive reporting on the story. I encourage you to find and read all of these stories right now on thedenverchannel.com.
Contact Denver 7 hears about bad mechanics pretty frequently. Well, tonight at 6, a mobile mechanic is a new twist on what you need to watch out for. Our consumer investigator Jacqueline Allen has this warning from a pregnant woman left broke with a still broken car.
Say 1, 2, 3.
There was a time Midori Edwards trusted everyone.
Wow.
But this single mother of a toddler says that trust has been broken.
I'm upset with myself. And I honestly feel like I put myself through it. It's because of me. Running up and running.
A few months ago, she was excited to find AACJL Mobile Auto Repair to come to her.
How did you find this man?
I Googled him. And if I was to tow it, I wouldn't have enough money to get it fixed on top of getting it worked on.
Running, baby!
That time, he repaired her car. So last month, when it had trouble starting, she called him again.
So it would like click, 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 click.
This time, she says the mobile mechanic disabled her car, left with $60 to buy a part.
I said, "Are you going to fix my car?"
And texted that he had a blown out tire.
So you're actually offering to help him in this text?
Yeah, trying to make sure the both of us can get back on our feet.
But then he ghosted her. He wouldn't respond to our texts or calls either.
Jacqueline Allen with Denver 7.
So we went to get answers, but the mobile mechanic doesn't live at the address listed anymore. Another address listed on the company website doesn't even exist.
I know it's not the starter.
Meanwhile, Midori is due with baby number 2 any day now. She's supposed to be on bed rest, but says she can't rest until she warns others not to trust mobile mechanics until the job is complete.
I should have just got it towed and just took over the fee instead of doing it the way I did.
For Contact Denver 7,
It's a lot.
I'm Jacqueline Allen.
It's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot, and we know how much something like this can impact anyone, let alone a pregnant single mom like Midori. So Denver 7 Gives set up a fund to help repair her car. And if you'd like to help, just go to our website, thedenverchannel.com, click on Denver 7 Gives, and then look for the drop-down menu, and it says Help Single Mom Repair Car. And your donations are tax deductible.
A 17-year-old has been identified as the person shot and killed at a Brighton park last night. This is Josiah Gonzalez. Today, family and friends gathered at Ken Mitchell Park where the shooting happened. Witnesses say they heard an argument between Josiah and another person right before the shooting. Josiah's mother says he had just started a job, was doing well in school, and she wants whoever did this to be found.
I just don't want this to happen to anybody else or another kid, or I just want these kids caught already. Just want you guys to come forward and just tell me why, what did my son do to you guys so wrong that you guys had to take his life?
Right now, police don't think there's a threat to the public here. The police hope someone in the area maybe has surveillance video to help in this investigation.
Eastbound lanes of I-70 through Glenwood Canyon are still closed tonight. They've been closed since before noon today as CDOT worked to remove a crashed semi from the side of the road. Now, one lane was open for a short time, about 30 minutes ago, to let cars that had been waiting for some time to go ahead and pass through. But CDOT says the lanes won't be fully back open for another 2 hours. And this is a look at what it took to get that semi removed. It crashed last Thursday, forcing a closure then as well. And there is another closure you will need to know about for the weekend. Eastbound lanes of I-70 will be closed in Denver between Washington Street and 270 as we near the end of the Central 70 project. Crews will be realigning the interstate, meaning come Monday morning, eastbound traffic will use the new tunnel built by CDOT. And then CDOT will be focused on setting the westbound lanes in place.
We've been in a temporary scenario for those westbound lanes. We need to undo that temporary scenario, do some rework, and then ultimately put westbound into their final laneage come mid-September timeframe.
And the final piece of the puzzle lies in the park that's above those Central 70 tunnels. CDOT says that park will be complete by mid-November. So by the end of the year, the 4-year-long Central 70 project should, we're crossing our fingers, should be complete.
It has been a day to celebrate for a 3-year-old boy from Colorado.
Today, he finished radiation treatment at Children's Hospital, and that wasn't all.
Denver 7 photojournalist Adam Hilbury has his story.
There's a lot of police department employees, and then people from the city side are walking over too. So I think a lot of people want to celebrate Bodie's day, and it's fun to see the turnout. I'd love to see the look on his face when he comes in and sees those balloons and then all these squad cars and SWAT mobiles lighting the place up. So he wanted 1 police car and he got 3, and balloons and a whole bunch of people.
I called to let my son see a police car to celebrate him finishing radiation, and boy, they've escorted us from Children's all the way here. My mom heart is exploding. Are you ready? When he was 2.5, we got some horrible news, and what do you think? He's been going through this like an absolute rock star. All these people love you.
Yeah, Bodie, you are officially an honorary police agent for the Lakewood Police Department.
Aww.
This is awarded to the bravest, strongest, sweetest little boy, having completed his final bone marrow transplant, chemotherapy, and radiation treatments. And you've done it with dignity and a smile. Thank you so much.
I'm so proud of you, buddy.
Let's give you a hand.
I can't even put into words. He's my hero. The SWAT? Okay.
Come on up, Betty.
But these cancer kiddos.
How's that, huh?
They don't understand that they have a 40% or 20% chance of survival.
You wanna come out?
I can't imagine the fear and the anxiety he has. I know what I feel as a mother, and for this to be all for him is just mind-blowing.
90s and triple digits this afternoon. There is a cold front on the way. When it'll bring cooler temperatures and a little bit of rain.
Experiencing Colorado's beauty sometimes takes patience.
We've been in line for a little over an hour.
How's the line been?
Long.
Park rangers have a plan to speed up the process.
The frequent flyers would be able to get through quicker, and then it would lessen the wait time for everyone.